Okay, so we've all dealt with this, right? The classic distance problem.
Yeah.
You have your computer, your video source, whatever over here. But the screen needs to be like 300 feet away.
Yeah.
You can't just run a standard cable across a football field. The signal just dies.
It does. I mean, physics is your absolute enemy at that range. You get high attenuation in the copper, and that's really why we're taking a look at this NTI unit today, the ST-C6DVI-IR-R-300. It's this ruggedized DVI receiver built to solve that exact problem.
And let's be super clear on what this is for. This is not some consumer dongle you grab at the store. We're talking about the heavy lifters,
Yeah.
digital signage, big lecture halls, maybe even medical imaging, where DVI is still critical.
Exactly. The mission here is to get a perfect single-link digital DVI signal from A to B. And the magic really is that it does it over a single standard CT5 6 or 7 cable.
That's the part that stands out. You're not pulling some thick, expensive, specialized video cable.
Nope. You're using cheap, flexible network cable that's, frankly, probably already in the walls of the building.
Right, but okay, my first thought whenever you do that convert video to run over Ethernet cable is compression. You worry that your super crisp 1080p presentation is going to end up looking like a grainy old YouTube video.
A valid concern. But that's where the specs on this thing get pretty interesting. It handles HDTV resolutions all the way up to 1080p, and on the computer side, up to 1920 by 1200, WUXGA. And it does it with no visible degradation. The key is a feature it has called auto-equalization.
Oh, I saw that in the notes. So it's not just blindly boosting the signal.
Right. It's smarter than that. The receiver actually detects how long the cable run is, and then it adjusts the video gain automatically to compensate.
So it's a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Exactly. Whether your cable run is 50 feet or you're pushing that 300-foot limit, it cleans up the signal. You get a perfect image without having to fiddle with any manual controls.
Okay, another feature that jumped out at me was the IR in the model name. The ST-C6DVIA-IR-R-300. That's for infrared, right?
Yeah, and that addresses a huge usability problem. Think about it. Your video source is locked in a server closet down the hall. How do you control it?
You can't point your remote at it from 300 feet away.
Right. So this unit has a little IR sensor at the display end. You point your remote at the TV, it captures that signal, and then shoots it all the way back down the CATx cable to the source device.
So the technology just becomes invisible. The user has no idea the player's actually in the basement.
Exactly.
But I think for the installer, the biggest win in the docks has to be the power situation.
The single power supply, yeah, that's brilliant.
You'll need to plug in one end.
It's amazing how many product designs get that wrong. If you're mounting a screen way up on a ceiling, the last thing you want is to find another power outlet for the receiver.
Totally. So you can just plug the power adapter in at the source end, and it powers the remote unit over the same CAT cable.
It just eliminates so much hassle. And it reduces failure points, too. Fewer things to break in places that are hard to get to.
Okay, so we have to talk about the speed. The spec sheet claims a latency of 40 nanoseconds.
Which is, I mean, for all practical purposes, that is zero latency.
Is that really that much of a big deal compared to, say, a few milliseconds you might get streaming over an IP network?
Oh, and professional AV, absolutely. If you're doing something interactive, like controlling a computer in real time, even a tiny bit of lag is noticeable. 40 nanoseconds with about 1.2 nanoseconds of jitter is completely imperceptible. The mouse moves the exact instant your hand does.
And the build's quality seems to reflect that professional focus. This thing is not plastic.
No, it's powder-coated steel. It's rated to operate in temperatures up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. It's built to live in a hot equipment closet and just work. It's also HDCP compliant, so it plays nice with protected content.
So for around $270, you're not really paying for bells and whistles.
No, you're paying for rock-solid reliability. You are paying to make a 300-foot cable run feel exactly like a 3-foot one.
It just brings up this kind of funny contradiction in tech right now. We're just obsessed with wireless everything.
Wireless casting, streaming.
But when it absolutely positively has to work with no lag and no excuses,
You run a wire.
we still go back to these steel boxes and a good old-fashioned copper cable.
Because 40 nanoseconds of latency, that's just something the airwaves can't guarantee yet.
Reliability is still king. That's it for this deep dive. Thanks for listening.